Hi, I'm Rose of Rose's Health and Wellness. Today I'd like to talk about the importance of being hydrated. 25 years ago, I had miserable seasonal allergies. I tried over-the-counter drugs, nothing worked. I figured there's got to be something better. So I did some research and I found this book, The Body's Many Cries for Water by Batmanghelidj. Well, today I thought I'd give you the Rose Condensed version of what I took away from this and share it with you. So we as humans are 75% water, actually saline solution. And if we lose less than 1/2 of 1% of the moisture in our brains, our memory goes. Now, when we're young, we have a very sensitive or defined state of knowing when we're thirsty and when we're hungry. But as we get older, we lose it. And so therefore, a lot of times we think we're hungry, but we're actually thirsty. And because we'll eat and eat and eat and we don't get satisfied. But if we were to drink water, good purified water, and the hunger went away, well, then we were actually thirsty, probably dehydrated. Okay, so how much should we drink? Well, there's a little bit of a caveat. If we're diabetic or we have kidney disease, well, then we have to be a little careful there. But if we're not diabetic and don't have kidney disease, and that's what we're going to talk to today, we're supposed to drink 1/2 of our body weight in ounces in water a day. And this should be room temperature cool water, not ice cold. We'll talk about that in a second too. All right, so 1/2 of our body weight. Well, I weigh 140 pounds. So that means I need to drink 70 ounces of good purified water. All right, so 70 ounces, that's 7 10-ounce glasses a day. Or do the math, however you want to figure it out. Now, if I was to sweat, I would have to take in a little more because obviously I'm losing more. So we round it up a little bit. Now, we don't want the water just running through us. So remember, I said we're saline solution. You know how we know that? Because if we were to get in an accident, even before we end up at the hospital, what are they putting in us? They're putting saline solution in us. Their idea is to get us hydrated before we get there so that their meds or drugs will work better. Well, guess what? We don't need to have an IV. We can do it ourselves. And this is the whole reason why I had the seasonal allergies. I found out was because I was dehydrated. All right. I had water in me, but it wasn't where it was supposed to be. And then histamine, the water regulator in the body, was doing a klutzy job of trying to get me hydrated. And hence, I had all these issues. All right. So by getting ourselves hydrated, we can have histamine go out, just go on vacation, don't need them, and don't have the side effects, the runny nose and everything. And we will be hydrated and our memory will be better and our digestion and elimination will be better and we won't be constipated and we'll have energy. Yes. And we may not have to have as many meds because our meds will work better because we're hydrated. So lots of good pluses to this. Okay, so to keep the water in the cells, we need to take in 1/2 teaspoon throughout the day of a good salt. This happens to be Himalayan pink. Okay? So, but as long as it looks like sand, it has some trace minerals in it, and it's not directly taken from round Fujiki, which is then melting down and will forever. It's okay. We want good salt. The salt makes you want to drink the water. And the salt holds the water in the cells. So when the salt holds the water in the cells go, ah. And the brain says, well, what are we holding on to this excess water for? And so you will urinate out more than you take in once you're hydrated. So you lose this poofiness, right, that your body's been holding on to, because guess what? It will hold on to every ounce you got until you get hydrated, because it won't let it go. So even if you're taking diuretics, which are pushing out, trying to get the water out of you, right? Because you got too much. But the body says, no, 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 we're dehydrated. We have to hold on to it. So it's a fight. So what you do is take in the right amount of water for you. If you sweat, add it a little bit more, but you can take too much too. So don't take way too much, because then you're flushing everything out. The salt will hold the water in the cells. The cells will go, ah, and the brain will say, well, what are we holding on this excess fluid for? And you will naturally urinate it out. You'll lose inches before you lose weight, because muscle weighs more than fat. Your memory will come back, your digestion, your elimination, everything will be great. Now, if for some reason we're drinking a lot of anything that dehydrates, beverage-wise, and that would be caffeine, coffee, tea, sodas, all alcohol, juices, anything with sugar content, dehydrates. So for every ounce that we take in of those, we are going to urinate out twice as much fluid. So you're going to have to do some math here on your own. You need 70 ounces. I need 70 ounces just to make things work. If I take in 1 cup of coffee, maybe 8 ounces, I'm going to urinate out 16 ounces of water. Now I'm dehydrated. So if I want to keep that 1 cup of coffee, I need to add in 16 ounces on top of my 70. So that brings me up to 86 ounces of water. If I want to do that, I'll do that. But can you see how you go? You figure it out. You do the math. And this could be why most people are dehydrated. So give it a try. And those of you that are diabetic and have kidney disease, we'll talk to you the next time. This is Rose of Rose's Health and Wellness, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.